Holy shit, JoJo, I still got it. Look at that. A little bit more gray, but still sexy as hell, I would say. It's been a long time since we went live, huh?
We haven't gone live in so long. So hopefully people tune in and they say what's up. Um, oh, we have been doing lots of stuff. So we thought it would be really awesome to just, hop on, say hi, because we haven't done that in so long, and just let you know some of the things that we have been up to lately. And please, when you log in, let us know where you're watching from because it is so neat to see all the, amazing places that everybody tunes in from. We already have someone from LA. That's awesome.
We got LA in the building. What's going on? So leave a comment down below. Where are you guys from, checking in from? We got some people in the building right now. And just so you know, me and the JoJo, we've been busy nonstop with a whole lot of shit.
They're so busy that we had last minute. We're hooking all of this up last minute because something that we're doing right now that's not really related to business, but we are demoing our kitchen. And if you've ever done that, you know that that is a huge mess. And I was covered in mortar and tile, and it's a mess. So anyhow, we have actually, wow, we have quite a few people tuning in. That's great. We have Indiana and Austin. And hey, guys, salute from Inland Empire, California. Wow. And then See It Gone Junk Removals from Northern California. That's awesome. Wow. Thanks for tuning in. Really, we do like to go live. It's just been crazy. And we are going to share with you some of the things that we're doing in our business that's a little different, and some of it's out of our comfort zone, and we're going to share that.
And if you can see, it looks kind of ghetto back here right now.
Like we said, we pulled it together last minute because we want to say hi. We have somebody from Grass Valley,
Santa Rosa in the building. What's your company called? We have Michael from Santa Rosa. What's going on? New Jersey in the building. Grass Valley, Washington.
That's great. So anytime throughout the course of our life, if you have a question, throw it into chat. And if we're able to, we'll answer it for you. And also, let's see, what are other, we also would like to know what you're struggling with right now too. It's always good to know because, we can all chat together. And if you're struggling with something, we may be able to help you out. And, or sometimes other people will answer your questions too.
So I'm going to guess it's going to be the phone not ringing and how to get more leads.
Yeah, because some places it's like snowing still and stuff.
So we've been loving the box truck. Let me tell you about the box truck. We already made our money back plus some, and it is a moving billboard. I love it. And I can actually fit 2 full loads in that thing. So I'm getting paid double the money. But one thing I don't like is hand unloading that thing.
Yeah.
So you box truck owners out there say, it ain't that bad, man. It's not that bad. Let me tell you, I like pushing that button.
Yeah, it is. It's much better to push a button. But, you appreciate the button when you start with just a pickup truck.
But I do like how much stuff we can fit in there.
Yeah. So we were actually going to kind of step back just a second and talk a little bit about, if you don't know the story of why did we even start junk removal? Like, why was that a thing? Why did we do that?
So the reason why we started the trash business, the real OG viewers have been around since day one know my story. So I got out of jail, went to rehab, started working a shitty job, making $15 an hour. And I was like, JoJo, we got to do something. We're living in a shitty, cheap apartment, just barely getting by, living paycheck to paycheck. And I was on Facebook scrolling, and I'm seeing people that I knew from back in the day that were buying houses, going on vacation, buying brand new trucks. And I'm sitting there only making $15 an hour in California. So I said, JoJo, we got to do something. I need to get ahead in life.
Yeah.
So that's why we started the junk business, and it changed my life and your life too.
Yeah. So, we just didn't have a pickup truck, and it's one of those things that you can't start unless you have a vehicle. And so saved for a little while and bought a used pickup truck off of Craigslist. And started it as a side hustle. I was working at a school and I helped Matt after school. And
Hold on. You were working 2 jobs.
I was working at the school and then at a lodge after school.
Hold on. 3 jobs. And you were hauling trash after that.
Yeah.
Damn, girl.
So
I was getting it.
Yeah. So after school, I would help Matt and on the weekends. And then he worked Safeway during the night and then did junk removal during the day. And so we did it. You started it as a side hustle. And a lot of people want to know, like, when do you know to not have it be a side hustle anymore? And, that sometimes is a scary thought, right? That you're going to leave your whole 9 to 5 and start this unknown adventure. So we really do suggest that you try it as a side hustle for 1 full year, so you know how it works in your area through all 4 seasons. And then when you know that you have enough jobs coming in, yeah, it's time to just say goodbye to the 9 to 5 and never look back and keep looking forward. And let's see, I'm looking into a Zuzu NPR dump truck. Yeah, they're great trucks to have. They are. So like we said, if you have a question, put it into chat and we will answer it the best we can. And let's see. Ooh, what was our biggest struggle when we first started?
I would say the biggest struggle was finding help. The pillow fell down. So finding help, getting that phone to ring, and pretty much pricing jobs was real difficult.
And also, this may sound completely simplistic and silly, but I thought the hardest thing about starting the business was learning about business, because I didn't know anything about starting a business, nothing whatsoever. So every tiny little thing that we needed to do, I had to research it. Where do you go to get a business license? Like, just anybody can get one of those. You don't have to go to business school. I didn't know that. So really, we started a business not knowing and learning as we go, which I think kind of makes our videos fun, because we really didn't know. And we just learned everything as we went. The first time I needed to send somebody a W-9, I was like, what is that? I don't know how to do that. And then I see the paper and it just looks like this crazy thing I had to fill out. And it was very intimidating. And now it's silly that I felt that way, but I did, because that's how you are when you don't know what you're doing and you're having to learn new things to take your business to another level, or to even start.
If you're out there sitting on that couch, or maybe your business is just not doing that good, you're only as good as your hustle. So when you wake up in the morning, make sure you tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to get this money today. And one thing that we did was we never stopped. When those phone calls kept coming in, when we first started, when we came home and sat down and took our boots on, we went out there and got that customer on the team. So if you're out there, what you want to do, if you're first starting this is your first year, you want to get every single call that comes in and get that person on the team, because we got so much clientele that keeps us busy. Like right now, it's the winter time. I got so much repeat business. Right now, we are at 34% repeat business. And that's because we went out there and made it happen. So if you're out there, you can't be a lazy sack of shit. I'm going to keep it real with you. What's that?
Legends. Somebody called us
legends.
That's awesome.
So you're only as good as your hustle. You can't be a lazy sack of shit. I'm going to tell you like that. And just get out there and make it happen. Starting this business changed my life, and it changed the JoJo's life. And I never want to do anything else but eat, sleep, and live junk removal, JoJo, straight up.
Yeah. And also leave a comment in chat if you own a business, or are you just starting a business, or are you just thinking of starting a business? I'd really like to know how many of you actually own a business, are starting to own a business, or just thinking about owning a business. Put that into chat, because it's good.
Now I'm going to tell you like this. If you were living in Santa Rosa right now and you wanted to start a business, there's 2 businesses I would start. One would be a handyman service, because I've called so many handymen up and no one calls back, or a car detailing business. I actually had a guy supposed to come to my house. I found on a Facebook ad and never showed up.
Never
so if
showed
you're in
up.
Sonoma County, you can make some good money car detailing or being a handyman. I can't be a handyman, so I don't know how to do handy shit besides haul trash. So I'm screwed. So
What's
I'm a full-time junk hauler.
Well, we have Brighton Junk Removal and Hauling. What's up, guys, from Florida? Awesome. And then Colorado in the house. Love that. And own a business in Florida. Great. See you guys on the 25th.
Right on, right on. Oh yeah, so we have our coaching classes start on the 25th.
Yeah.
So some people took advantage of that, and let me tell you, we're going to game them up so much. Having Matt and the JoJo on your side, we've been in the business for 8 years. We never paid for Google ads, so we know a little bit about the trash business, and we bought a house off junk money.
Junk money. Yeah, Patrick, we will see you on the 25th. You will be a student in class. Let's see. Go ahead and let us know. What's your biggest struggle right now? What is your biggest struggle right now? Some people live where it snows and it really slows down this time of year. And yeah, we'd like to know what your biggest struggle is, and maybe, we can help you out a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about what we've been up to.
So we've been out there hustling and getting these nonprofit organizations on the team. We actually found a place that is housing the homeless, and we are going to start giving them furniture.
Yes, it's something we've wanted to do for so long, because you come across such amazing stuff at, doing this job. And yeah, we could bring it home and resell it. We could take it to the Goodwill, but we really wanted to do something that was more impactful in our community. And so we started working with a nonprofit that does transitional housing for the homeless. And they're always in need for, couches, dressers, end tables, beds, and that's what we have. And if you don't know yet, one of the things we did this year was we got a yard that has a container on it.
And we got about probably $2,000 worth of items that are in the container right now that we're just going to help people furnish their homes.
Yeah, and that's going to feel really good. Plus, it's great for the community to see that our business is doing that. And it also feels incredibly good to do something like that. So we highly suggest, whatever area you're in, that you do something like that also.
And also, we got a VA now. My buddy Xavier that dropped the book called Commercial Leads hooked me up with the VA. And now we're trying to tackle as many commercial clients as possible. So that's what we've been doing. And also, I got my buddy Blake Short from Top Dog Digital running my Facebook ads. So I kind of, like you said, you know what? I don't want to run them no more. Let's let the pros run them and see how it goes.
Yeah, because we did that ourselves. Just like we preach so much. Hey, so many things that people want to do for you, you can do yourself. And then, sometimes there comes a time where your time can be better spent, doing other things. I haven't read that yet.
She wants to whoop my ass,
it's like the
JoJo.
third time you took that one off. So, Christopher's probably like, hey, that's my question. Would you recommend doing material delivery with a dump trailer, like dirt and rock, in addition to junk removal? Or is it better to just focus on one trade? And I have a few different answers for that.
So for me, I want to do the easier stuff. But if you're out there and you're hungry, you don't mind moving dirt and rock, you can do both.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I suggest often is it kind of depends on your area, because sometimes people want to start a junk removal business, but their population is really low. And, we highly suggest that you have like at least, 300, 400,000 people in your area to be successful with this business and get your phone always ringing. So if you live in a smaller area with less population, then I would say, do other things, right? Because sometimes there's not enough work in junk removal. you have to be careful depending on your dump trailer. If it's like light duty, it's sometimes dirt and rock add up really fast, and that gets heavy really, really fast, and you don't want to overload your trailer. Sometimes people, they don't think about that, and they load their trailer up, and then they go to dump it out, and then the hydraulics break, and you have to be really, careful with the materials that you put in your dump trailer.
So Trash Busters, I just sent you the link. It's right there. You can check out sonomastrongcoaching.com for more info with our coaching classes. We are going live with it in 9 days. So you got to have a Google My Business. You got to have a Facebook. You got to have a website. And we are only picking people, one person in each area.
Yeah, so we don't pick multiple people from the same area because we want our students to be extremely successful. And you definitely have to have a Facebook and a Google business profile because we tell you how to utilize those things. Let's see. My biggest struggle is money. I'm just getting started, so that's hard. You really can start this with not a lot of money.
So I'm going to tell you like this, you got to just be a cheap ass. What you want to do is, this is what me and the JoJo did. We lived in the cheapest apartment complex in Santa Rosa that we can find. And I was eating oatmeal, top ramen, no Starbucks. We were making home cooked meals. I was bringing leftovers to work. So you got to just manage your money right. I don't care if you're only making $500 or $600 a week. Spend less than you make and stack it and put it away and tuck it away. I'm going to tell you like this. When you got a fat safety net tucked away and you're bidding these jobs, you're not going to worry about if you get the job or don't get the job. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be a cheap ass and want to do the job for cheap because you got bills to pay. So you got to learn how to manage your money. So if you're out there, I was only making $500 a week. Now I can do $500 in 10 minutes. But I had to sacrifice for a whole year. And Joni, was I not eating? I was eating spread and everything.
Yeah, it was kind of gross.
She said kind of gross.
Really, though, the biggest struggle is money getting started. Like we said, I did not know anything about a website, but I learned, and we did that through GoDaddy. And so important to have a website, and if you do it yourself, it doesn't cost that much, right? Another thing is you need to have a Google business profile, and that's free. It takes time because you have to show that you have a real business and stuff. Hopefully you already have your business license, which people are so surprised. That's not hard. Go to your city hall, find out how to get your business license. It does not cost, I would say it's under $100. Yeah. When we did it, it was like $35.
And you don't need the most beautiful vehicle. You can start with a pickup truck, then get a utility trailer.
Invest back in your business. That is the way you will grow, is start with zero. And every time you make money, put it back into your business, whether it's getting your business cards. We highly suggest, even if you can only afford one shirt and one hat, to show up professional at a job. So do a couple of jobs and order a t-shirt and a hat. Like, just do the bare minimum, but every time you get money, put it towards something, a business card, put it towards signs, put it towards starting to run your own little Facebook booths and stuff like that.
And don't fall for people hitting you up. Once you go legit and have a business license and a Google business profile, what's going to happen is people are going to be hitting you up saying, hey, I can make you rank on the first page in 30 days on the Google Map Pack. Don't pay for that. What you want to do is get your reviews up and feed your Google business profile.
Pictures.
And you're going to have people hitting you up on your phone saying that they're Google, people from Yelp want your credit card. Don't do none of that when you first start out. Build your own foundation, get your own reviews, and just don't give no one else your money. Don't let no one separate you from your money. Unless you want to go with Matt and the JoJo's coaching class. That's all I'm going to say. Because we are going to teach you some stuff.
Yeah. All throughout your life, even if you're not a business owner, people are always trying to separate you from your money. Always.
Always.
So, always think twice before you get something. Do you really need it? Do you just like it? Do you love it?
Do you got to have it?
Do you have to have it? Because the only way to get ahead is to spend less than you make. You don't need, some people think they need to make more money and earn more money to get, and usually it's just, you always spend less than you have, and that's the absolute
You'll have the
truth.
shopping cart guy call you up saying that he can have you seen in front of 20,000 people every month and want you to sign a contract for 6 months, and it's going to cost $500 per month. You don't want to do that. You're going to have the person that calls you up saying, hey, I work for the golf course and I can put you on the bench and it's going to cost you $300 a month and we can get you on a contract for 6 months and you can be seen in front of a hell of people. You don't want to do that. There's so many people out there trying to get in your pocket.
Yeah. Look, 1.8 million. Ooh, great population. Wow, you should absolutely just kill it out there. Hi from San Francisco. Right on. Hi. Oh, look who. It's Corey and Jen.
Hey.
They were students of ours, and just great, awesome people. Really, a good couple that does junk removal. We love them. Who else do we have? My favorite junker. Oh, thank you. And Ryan Alves. Don't do Angie leads.
What's up, Ryan?
Yeah. You don't have to pay for leads. When you're first starting out, you want organic. You want organic from the beginning. And I'll tell you, organic is free. Organic takes time. But if you do it the opposite and you start paying for your leads, you do Google ads, you pay for leads and you go that route and then you don't want to pay that anymore and you stop, guess what? Your phone stops ringing because you never took the time to do organic leads. Like you have to build that organic foundation from the beginning.
So what else we got, JoJo?
Yeah,
come on now, girl.
If you haven't started a business yet, let us know in chat what is stopping you. I always like to hear about that.
Are you worried to fail? Are you scared that the time's not perfect? What are you waiting for?
Yeah, because some people are waiting for what they consider the perfect time.
And that will never happen.
It's never the perfect time. Like sometimes people, they wait to have kids. It has to be the perfect time.
So check it out. When I told my mother I'm going to start a junk business, you know what she said? She said, Matt, you don't want to do that. That's a tweaker business. Guess what, Mom? We making doctor money over here. So I'm glad I didn't listen to that. I love you, Mom, if you're watching, but just so you know, get started. Don't be scared. Don't wait for the perfect time. And there is great money if you own a service business.
Yep. Somebody says, hi, Matt, it's Dennis. I texted you and you gave me pieces of advice.
Right on.
Right on. We love hearing that. A lot of times people hit us up to ask us some questions.
So we got Dallas in the house, DFW checking in. What's going on? So leave a comment. When did you guys start your business? We started in 2018. And one thing you guys should do too is go check out Upflip's channel. We were actually featured on there. And I was kind of upset because they just interviewed me.
They
didn't interview the star of the show. It was supposed to be the JoJo too.
Yeah, we actually didn't know that they weren't doing both of us. So we were both ready and they came out and put a thing on Matt and started asking him questions. And then he was like, well, that's kind of her question. She, it was like, because I do the website stuff and things like that.
The video came out good, but it would have been better though with both of us.
It was really good, but we were surprised. We thought that they were going to interview both of us as a couple, and they really just talked. They only came prepared with like one mic and stuff to speak.
So we're actually going live in a couple of days on some guy's channel that has like 450,000 subscribers, and his name is, what's his name? Let me see if I can find him real quick. Let me see. It is, what's his name? Chris. How do you pronounce that?
Chris. Oh, Coroner. Koerner.
So he has like 450,000 subscribers. He reached out and said, hey, I want to get you guys on the channel. So we'll be live with him on Wednesday. And one thing that me and the JoJo are doing now is we're saying no more often. If it's not worth our time, not trying, we're still humble, but if it's not worth our time, we got to say no. We're so busy.
Yeah. There comes a time when you have to sit down and really, because if you're not careful, you'll get like stretched thin, right? And then you'll get stretched so thin that things start slipping through the cracks, and maybe it's not as perfect or as 100% as it used to be. So we had to kind of step back and be like, oh, there's some things that we need to slow down on. It's one reason why we haven't been live
posting videos or anything like that, really.
And we just really had to slow down a little bit.
So someone asked, how do you manage business and marriage?
Oh, that's one reason why we slowed down a little bit.
She wanted to leave my ass.
No.
Let me tell you the truth. One day
mind.
we're at a job, right? And she got hella mad at me because the customer started hitting on me.
Oh, he's so
She was like, hey, what's up? Good looking.
You're
I said,
I'm
just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Then he woke up.
Then I woke up. Yeah, I done fell in and bumped my damn head.
How do you manage business and marriage? I will say that not everybody could work with their spouse. And I'm sure there's some people out there that are watching that are like, yeah, we could never work together. But we really do. We mesh quite well together, and we're together a lot. And
a lot.
And it doesn't really bother us. I don't know. We get along really good.
No, we do. I'm just kidding with you.
It's like, no,
we do.
I don't.
No.
So
she's the boss
you do
at home, and I'm the boss at work. So it works out.
It's not like that at all.
Take the trash out, Matt. Take the dishes out, Matt. Do this, do that.
It's fun. How do you manage business and marriage? Yeah, you just have to make sure you put work with work and home life with home life, and really try to not mix that up.
So Space Solution Junk Removal just started his business in November of 2025. Right on.
Followed our advice so far. 16 reviews on Google, all the socials, etc. Slow start.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm optimistic for spring. Yeah. Did he say where he's from?
He is from Dallas, I do believe.
Oh, okay.
So Trash Busters, yes, I appreciate the jobs that you do send me. I do believe you're in the Bay Area. I got that hot tub job off of you, and I appreciate it. Now that's love right there.
Yeah, that is. We totally appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Now leave a comment. What's the coolest find you guys found this year so far? What's ours? What would you say?
A coolest find?
This year so far.
Well, that little Honda motorcycle is really cool.
Yeah, that was last year though.
Oh.
Anyways,
I don't know what
we haven't found nothing really that. Oh no, that's silver. That's sterling silver that we found off that job.
The whole wow, must have not been familiar with the true star of the show, the JoJo. Hey, you know what's? I'm not the true star.
Hey, she is the true star.
I will say, he didn't seem to know who I was.
No, he didn't.
When I walked up and then he was like, oh, he was surprised to see me, and I had to introduce myself. I said, oh, I'm JoJo, and it was like I could tell. You can tell when someone like knows you and recognizes you, and I was like, he has no idea who I am. That's funny.
But we had a good time though.
We did.
I was
actually
drained afterwards.
Really nice. Hopefully you've seen it. Leave a comment. Let us know. Have you seen the Upflip video where they interviewed us?
So hope you guys get all the referrals I send. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then right on Junk Removal. He was out there at the Junk Expo, and just know your Miami Dolphins suck still. And they won't be good next year either. I'm sorry, brother.
He started his business in 2022.
And then, is it okay to put yard signs in San Francisco? Now, let me tell you a story about code enforcement. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. You'll have to find that out for yourself.
So certain cities don't like it. Certain cities don't care. Like Santa Rosa, they're cool. Hillsburg, California, you can't do it. So I got a phone call one day. A lady called me from a blocked number and she said, "Hi, this is code enforcement. And I seen your signs everywhere and you need to come pick them up." I said, "Ma'am, you called me from a blocked number. Who is this really?" I thought it was like just some neighbor or something like that. And then I heard the radio dispatch thing in the background. She said, "I'm going to fine your ass for every sign that's out here unless you come pick them up." I said, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm on my way right now." So it all depends. You want to just San Francisco, if you got a different phone number and it doesn't have your logo on there and you got a burner phone, or if you're using a CRM like Autopilot and you got a number just for that, you should be cool. I'm not sure with San Francisco. You would think so. San Francisco lets you shit in the damn street and they don't care. They're probably good at Frisco.
I would put them up until you find out that you can't put them up. That's what I would do. Yeah, because I don't know how strict. Some people say you can't put them up, but then you see a sign and it stays up for a month or 6 months. So. And
right now is the perfect time to put signs out because the ground out here in California, the ground is still kind of muddy a little bit, so they stick in the ground real easy. So
yeah,
UZ Marketing is the best place to get signs. Grab yourself 100 of them and put them out and see what happens. We got Big Chris in the building. What's going on, Big Chris?
Hello. Let's see. We have, what do you find is the hardest part about running a business?
The hardest part?
Yeah. And you can answer it too. What is
so I would say the hardest part is when you first start out is learning how to schedule jobs and how to manage your time, I would say. Because when we first started, we'd have gaps in the schedule.
I remember
we would be sitting around for like 2 hours and waiting for the next job.
That's one reason why we did YouTube videos, because sometimes we were just waiting around for the next job. Yeah.
What would you say?
The hardest part about running a business, probably just juggling everything, because it's not, some people are like, "Oh, I don't have any jobs today. I have no jobs on my schedule today." And then they sit around and worry and wonder,
"I got no jobs.
Why they don't have jobs." And it's like,
they taking all my jobs. Sorry.
There's so much to do when you don't have jobs. You can be like taking really good pictures. You could be posting those pictures on your website. You could be updating your Google and putting more pictures on your Google.
Putting signs out, making videos.
You can be visiting real estate offices if you hadn't, and introduce yourself and let them know about your service. If you have 0 jobs and you're sitting on the couch and you call Matt and JoJo and ask us what you could do to get jobs, if the very first thing we'll say is, "What do you use to do jobs?" And they'll say, "I got a trailer, a nice big trailer. It's just sitting in my driveway. Empty." And we're like,
womp, 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 womp.
Go park that on the street, on a busy intersection, or in a great big Home Depot parking lot. You have a billboard there. Like, go use that.
Like, what are you doing?
See it in your driveway.
So you can stop by apartment complexes, storage unit facilities, senior living facilities, commercial offices. If you have no jobs, guess what? You have some jobs.
You have a lot of jobs. If you don't have no jobs, you got more jobs.
Yeah, more jobs.
Because you have to put in the work to get your phone to ring. It's your business and you're the face of your business. And if you're not going to make your phone ring, then who will? So you got to get out there and make it happen. And yeah, hardest thing about running a business is also just selling yourself, learning to talk over the phone, gift of gab, reading body language, being organized. Some people want to run a business, but they're just not organized, and they don't know where their receipts are, and they don't know like anything about taxes and what they need to say.
I would say also knowing your numbers. You want to know exactly what's your average job size, how many jobs you need per month to hit your goals, what are your dump fees, how much are you spending on payroll per month. You want to know all that stuff. And we have Tennessee in the building right there.
Oh, hi, Tennessee. I used to live in Tennessee. It's beautiful. I actually want to go back and visit.
What's NI? Oh, no, hi.
Do you? Oh, somebody asked a question.
Okay.
Do you charge more when the junk debris is wet?
So it depends on what it is. If it's construction debris, oh hell yeah. If it's a couch that's wet, hell yeah. If it's raining outside and we're pulling it out of the house, no, we don't. But if it's sitting out front in the driveway or in the backyard, you best trust and believe we're hitting them with that price.
Let's see who else we have. More, is that pronounced Morican?
Morican Junk Remover saying hi.
Oh,
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Is that your last name? I'm just curious. And where are you from? And he said due to the weight. Yeah, it'll be a little bit heavier, sometimes a lot heavier, depending on, how long it's been out in the rain. Euphoria.
So we had one person from Santa Rosa. They didn't leave what business name was. I was wondering what business they were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're still watching, let us know what your business name is. Will it be more jobs in the spring and summer? Just started a couple months ago. February, super slow. I don't know where you live. If you can leave a comment and let us know where you live. I noticed that with junk removal, it isn't really the time of year. It's the weather. So because we don't get snow out here where we live, it gets, it gets a little chilly, but we have pretty mild weather. But if we have a big stretch of rain, it'll slow down a little bit. And once we have some days of really, nice weather, then our phone really starts ringing.
So what the JoJo says all the time is when the flowers started blooming, junk removal starts booming. Yeah, so once you're wearing short sleeves and it's getting warm outside, people start working around their house, maybe do a little spring cleaning. People want to move in the springtime. Yes, it'll be more busier in the spring and in the summer than wintertime.
Yeah. And also, it really does depend on how new you are. I think somebody said they just started a couple months ago. So it takes time because
no one knows who you are.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Just because you get your business license, you have everything ready. Nobody knows who you are. It takes more than just starting a business to get business coming in. So, be the face of your business and get out there and start networking and doing all the things that we say, because that does take time for people, to know who you are and what you do.
So someone asked, Disposal Direct. What are your thoughts on the business name I went with?
And that's the name, Disposal Direct?
I would definitely have junk removal in there if you could. Maybe add it on there. But yeah, I think you need junk removal in there.
I'm going to give you some tips on what I think makes a great name.
I'm going to go to the bathroom for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well,
yeah, you got just the star of the show with you now, the JoJo Lena.
Okay, so what I think makes a great name, and the reason why I think these is great, is because if you have this, these are just tips. If you have your city or your county in your name, that's going to help with your search in your area. So we're Sonoma strong. We live in Sonoma. And if somebody types in junk removal in Sonoma, Sonoma junk removal, junk removal businesses in Sonoma, it's not by accident that we pop up. It's pretty much because our actual area we live in is in our name. And so whatever city you're in or county, if you can place that in your name somehow, or also making sure that you have junk somewhere in your name. So I don't know how you could add that disposal, junk disposal direct or something like that, because you do want it to pop up when people, type in and search, or now they're using AI and now they just talk to their phone and I need a junk removal company near me. Disposal Direct might not pop up. It could if on your website you have the word junk a lot on your website, so that it, like Disposal Direct removes your junk, and making sure that you at least have that in sentences and in phrases all on your website would be really helpful to help your search.
So the JoJo's dropping that free game on that ass. You know what? You know you're a real junk hauler when your cat's name is Holland. Think about that.
Yeah, our cat's name is Holland because he's always hauling,
balling, hauling and balling.
Listen, somebody says it's insane how you two make over 10K monthly.
Right on, right on. If you only knew how much we really made. It's more than 10K.
It is, but 10K's great. And I'll tell you, the very first month Matt started this, because I asked him, I was like, well, what's your goal with this? Like, where do you want to take this? And he just said, I just want to get ahead in life. I think that if I make an extra $2,000 a month, I can start getting ahead in life, because you know his story, and he was behind. He was 35 years old working at the
broke
deli,
as hell,
and behind, and he needed to make some money to get ahead. And I remember thinking, wow, $2,000 extra a month hauling people's garbage. I was thinking in my head.
And that's what Jared said too, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my son, I showed him a business card and he goes, you think people are really going to call you to haul their junk away? We didn't know, but and the $2,000 seemed like such a stretch to me. I didn't tell him because I'm not going to, crap in your Cheerios.
Wow, really?
But I remember thinking in my head, oh, wow, like that's a stretch. And I just said, oh, I bet you could do that someday, because you want to stay positive and not, do that to people. And the very first month, it made $2,000 the very first month, and it just went up from there.
JoJo, yeah, go big or go home. Come on
true.
now.
That's true. So, okay.
Someone said they seen us on Upflip.
Oh,
right
awesome.
on.
Glad. You know what? We were so excited when they contacted us. And we were really nervous before the video came out, because
tell them what happened too. They're supposed to send us a skit. Remember a skit of the video, how it's supposed to go down?
A script.
A script. My bad.
And we didn't really
we didn't get it.
We didn't open it. We didn't read it.
It went to spam mail, remember?
And then we were like, oh my God. And they asked so many questions, and we just had you just had to kind of And we're like, it'd have been really good if we could have known ahead of time what they were gonna ask. But we were nervous. He was, because they didn't really interview me. He was very nervous. It's much different than the videos we do, because the videos we do sometimes are slightly scripted, especially our information ones, right? Where we're walking around the truck and we're telling you, how to do this and how to do that. But our ones that are kind of just laid back in the truck, the behind the scenes as we go, they're recorded on our terms, and we're just rolling around having fun. But this was like legit. There were questions and numbers.
A camera over here, a drone flying up here, asking me a hell of questions. I'm like, holy shit! I was drained after that.
We were really nervous before the video came out, because we were like, man, I want all our information to be really good and correct and this and that, And then it came out, and we were like, wow!
I was like, damn.
They know what they're doing when they're doing a video. Let's do this one. So Space Solutions Junk Removal. We ranked locally by having our service area repeated a ton on our website. Good. 0 ads so far, just yard signs, which have been money in the right areas. We are in Mansfield, Texas. Oh, we've been to Texas a couple of times. Austin, and then I have siblings that live in was it
Rockland or something like that? Rock something.
Yeah. Nice. We really like
really nice out there.
We really do.
Make sure you guys smash that like button too.
Oh yeah, if you like any of this information and we're helpful to you at all, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you're like, why not? Just hit the subscribe button too. We're trying to grow our channel.
We've been slacking a little bit.
Yeah, this is fun though. Got a sailboat. Oh, is that great? A trash buster. You asked, I guess, what finds they've had.
Oh, the best find? I got a
that's
boat.
Great.
What kind of boat did you get?
I think you said a sailboat.
Oh, a sailboat. Okay.
Ton of copper. Oh, copper's.
Nice.
I always get excited when I find copper. I love copper. That's great. So I'll ask you guys, maybe you can answer it. When was the moment you realized that this wasn't a side hustle? I didn't ask that already, did I?
You might have. I don't remember. Holland, it's going to be okay, buddy. He's so sad. Hold on. Let me let him in real quick. Holland,
Oh my gosh.
come on. What? It's my baby. Come on.
I don't think people want to see our cat.
They do. This is the baddest cat in the junk business right here. This is Holland. This is Big Holland, the boss man.
Say hi,
Say
Holland.
what up, Holland. Say what up. He's hungry right now.
Well, also,
biting my ass.
he's been,
Hey, buddy.
He was locked in the room most of the day because we were doing kitchen demo. So we bought our house almost 5 years ago, and we've always talked about redoing the kitchen, and we're finally doing it. But it's only day one, and it's hard to go without your kitchen. It's hard. It's going to be really hard to go without our kitchen. It was such a mess, and it's just a disaster. But you know what? If we never started our own business, we would have never been able to buy this house, and we wouldn't even be dreaming about.
So just think about it, JoJo. If we didn't start a business, we still would be in those apartment complexes with the roaches.
We would still be there.
Still being broke as hell. Still looking at the menu before we order anything because we can only order certain things.
Or go out once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah. I'm following you from Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
That's awesome. Love to hear that. Your story is inspiring. Thank you for your advice and wonderful videos. You know what? Thank you for tuning in and watching our videos. We really appreciate it. And it's so awesome that we live in a day and age where somebody in Saudi Arabia can be watching us. That's so amazing to me. Aren't you guys scared that maybe one day there won't be as many jobs anymore? Like in 5 to 10 year span?
It's not going to be like how AI is taking over for website people, for graphic designers and all that stuff. This is a service business and a hard labor, a job that most people don't want to do. It's kind of like moving. Have you ever moved before? That shit sucks. Trust me.
Yeah. And you know what? We live in a day and age where
people are lazy.
They just
move your booty out for me. Come on now.
People buy more than they would ever need, and they throw away more than they ever should. And that's just it's just how things are. And, there's always going to be Amazon boxes, and there's always going to be people buying new furniture and wanting the nicest thing and the newest thing and just tossing. To be honest with you, it's like worse. It's great for our business, but really, it's just 100 years ago, 150 years ago, people didn't throw things away. They used everything, right? A blanket that their great-great-grandmother had, they would never dream of throwing out. And nowadays, they just throw away a blanket because it's the wrong color that doesn't match their couch. It's just it's just how it is. It's
crazy how many people out there actually have Amazon addictions where they have a garage full of cardboard and they call us up every single month to go pick it up. People are doing, like you said, remodeling their houses because they don't like the way their countertops look. So they got to call a junk hauler to haul them away, JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was us today.
Yeah. So there was
people are wasteful for sure.
Question. Oh, best place to put signs. What I do is Google. I Google the busiest intersections, busiest roads, busiest streets, make a list of it, and then go put up signs.
I would say Put them
Zip
by
codes.
funeral homes, put them by storage unit facilities, and any busy intersections.
Also,
And also where the money is at. Don't put them in the hood. Put them in the suburbs where people are willing to spend money.
And that is one of the mistakes I think some people make when they're not business savvy. I didn't think of this until we had been running a business for a little while. You have to know who your customer is, right? Who is your customer? So then you want to target the zip codes in the areas where people have money, because who's paying for junk removal? It's the people that are paying people to clean their houses.
The soccer moms, the guys with the Teslas, the guys that work in the offices, the people that can't do it because they're going to go play at the beach on the weekends.
Yeah. So no matter what business you start, really part of your business plan is to find out who you're targeting to. Who are the people you're targeting to? And a lot of times when people start a business that don't know anything about a business, that doesn't even cross their mind, right? And maybe because they live in a poorer area. We did. Our apartment complex wasn't in it was in a nice part of Santa Rosa, but often when you are struggling with money and you're just starting a business and you have no knowledge of how to start a business, you're often not in the neighborhood that would be your customer. So you have to kind of think outside, like, who is my customer? How do I target them? Where will they be? You do a Google search on the, how much money certain zip codes make, certain areas and neighborhoods, and that is where you target. And thank you for following us.
So yeah, back in the day, I was putting signs everywhere. I was just every single telephone pole I seen, they were getting a sign. But now we target certain areas where the money's at. What I'll do is I'll chat GPT and say, hey, chat GPT, give me the richest zip codes in Sonoma County. It'll give me a list from 1 to 10, and I'll hit those areas up.
Yeah. So let's see. Skylar Silva says, in this life, nothing is guaranteed. That's why I'm asking. Okay. For the what if there won't be as many jobs? Yeah, I will tell you, I mean, that's true. And that's just true in life, right? Nothing's guaranteed. We can have an earthquake right now. One thing though about junk removal and waste management in particular is that is very recession proof. And I'll tell you why. When the economy is really good, people are moving to bigger houses, they're buying new furniture, they're getting all kinds of boxes from Amazon, they're spending money, and they're getting rid of their older things and replacing new things. They're getting rid of their boxes, or they're moving to the bigger house. So we get calls for that because things are great. When things aren't doing good, people are clearing out their storage units so they don't have that bill. They call us. They're downsizing, maybe moving to something smaller that they can afford so they have stuff to get rid of. They call us.
Someone's getting evicted because they can't pay the rent. Guess who they're going to call?
They call us.
Us.
So there's, whether it's like the economy's really good or whether it's not good, we stay busy because there's a need for junk removal when both of those things are taking place. So it's a waste management is it's a good thing. True, Matt, certain jobs will always be in demand.
Wow, JoJo, we've been on for an hour.
Almost an hour. It doesn't even feel that way. It does not feel that way at all. But
JoJo's ready to go 3 hours. Watch.
No. I think an hour is good. Like, who really wants to listen to us longer than an hour?
Not me.
I don't want to talk longer than an hour. Things we've been up to. Let's recap that. We're working with Blake Short, who is doing our Facebook ads. Oh, leave a comment in chat if you're seeing some of our commercials, because we just did a funny one. And it got, a lot of comments. And also, we have a Facebook group, absolutely free. So I have to let you in though. So find it
as
on Facebook.
long as you're not a scammer.
You find it. It is
Called-
turning trash into cash.
Yeah, turning trash into cash.
Look that up, turning trash into cash, and ask to join. And I'll let you in. It's good because you can ask other people questions. That's what it looks like. It says Trash Life at the top. Turning trash into cash. That's what it looks like. Yeah, check it out. It's our group. A lot of members, so you can ask questions. People will answer it. If you don't know yet, we got a box truck.
Working with nonprofits, and we got bigger goals this year than last year. And we're getting out our comfort zone. I got my buddy Xavier that dropped the book Commercial Leads, actually hooked me up with the VA, and he is a brother from how you say that word?
Brother from another mother.
Brother from another mother.
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy.
And so far we're enjoying really, really working with him. He's a great guy. So yeah, that's what we've been up to, working with, just started working with a nonprofit. Want to get deeper into that. We're just touching the surface.
And our coaching classes start on the 25th.
On the 25th.
And Andrew with Autopilot is having a live event April 24th and 25th, or it's 25th and 26th. I'm not sure yet. It's going to be a live event. He's giving away another dump trailer, so make sure you're there.
Andrew. You should be following Andrew if you're not. But yep, he's giving away another trailer. So check into that. If you need a trailer, you may as well log in, watch the live event.
I'm going to win that bad boy. Watch.
See if you're lucky enough. So one thing to say is if you're in a season where it feels slow, stressful, or uncertain, just know that that's normal. Stay consistent, because the people who win in life are the ones that don't quit.
And remember, I was homeless 11 years ago. I kept saying 10 years ago. Now it's 11 years. I was homeless 11 years ago. I was addicted to drugs. I was a piece of shit out there on the streets. And I gave my life to God, met the JoJo, met the angel, started a business, and I'm living my best life now. So if you're out there struggling with addiction, or maybe got a divorce with your wife, anything is possible. I was broke as hell, just like you. If you're broke right now, sitting on that couch, wondering, what can I do? Get out there, make it happen. Anything's possible. And I'm living my best life now. And hopefully this video helps someone out there change their life, start a trash business or a handyman business.
Any
business. I think that's about it. What do you think, JoJo?
Yeah. We
out of here.
We'll see you next time. And thanks for joining us.